Hi everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing's easy, here with another hard rant with you today. Chat is here, they're just hanging out, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dragon Age Veilguard whole debacle with what's going on with the three choices that pertained to your past events of Dragon Age. So Dragon Age Veilguard is only taking three things. I'm gonna make this video as short as I can because I'm trying to become a better content creator. I know I blab on. As long as I can make it lower than 30 or 40 minutes, I'm making progress because I know I rant. Anyway, I'm trying. Here's the big thing with Dragon Age Veilguard and the reason why you only have three choices. Here it is. They're saying fuck the old, in with the new. That's what this is. This is the new Dragon Age you're getting. Out with the old, in with the new. They're trying to literally change everything into like, oh, forget all that old shit. Now let's concentrate on the new. This is literally what it is. We all know that the old people, the true people, that did Dragon Age are gone. Even a lot of people that used to do Mass Effect are gone. Fuck David Gator. Bitch ass, bald ass. Anyway. And, but that team is gone. So now we got a whole brand new team. And I think John Epsler is the only one that I could probably get with, but he's all wound up. He's just gonna say yes to everything with Corin Bush, but I could tell that he's vividly trying his best. The man looks fucking tired. I think his name is John Epler. John Epler or Epler. But yeah. I got a little IGN little thing that they were talking about their philosophy on what the reason why they have only three choices, and we're gonna read it right now. Our philosophy, this is Corin Bush, by the way, the one dude. Our philosophy when it comes to integrating past player choices and world states is wherever possible, we want to avoid contradicting what has happened before. That's just laziness. That's just laziness. If you want to make a good, like fourth installment of Dragon Age, make sure that you touch on everything with the previous Dragon Age. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 did a really good job on that. Dicey on the last one. We never want to invalidate your choices. You are. That's exactly what you're doing. I would like to everybody to know that developers can lie. They have lied. Anybody remember 16 times the detail? Let's continue. He says, for Dragon Age, the Veilguard, among many reasons why we moved to the Northern Thedas, is it becomes a little bit more of a clean slate for us. No. I don't know what... Bruh. Have you ever heard of a fucking newspaper? Just because you went on the other side of the map does not mean that people are just like, what's a blight? What do you mean? What? Templars? What is that? That you are wrong, and that is the stupidest thing to say. I don't know what you're talking about. That just because you're on the other side of the continent does not mean people will like literally pick up information from couriers, different people from other sides of the world that were in the Chantry, adventurers, all sorts of different people. That doesn't make any sense. All I hear is I'm too lazy to carry over important information from past games. All I hear is it's too much for my small brain. That's all I hear. Let's continue. Let's see, where did I go? Clean slate. There's not as many decisions you have made up to this point that have an impact on what's happening in Northern Thedas. No, they didn't say that. Let me repeat that. There's not as many decisions you have made up to this point that have an impact on what's happening in Northern Thedas. that has so many implications on what you just said. If only 3 choices matter for Dragon Age the Veilguard, for, you know, that's the only 3 things that you need to know, then you, Dragon Age the Veilguard is fucking boring. Only 3 things? If you carried Origins, 2, 3, Inquisition, if you carried that over and you only have 3 things that you need to know from Inquisition, that means your story is boring. Everybody knows that the biggest thing for Dragon Age and anybody that likes Dragon Age is the keep, but they decided not to fuck with the keep because you want to know why? They're lazy. They don't care. They want to move on. They want to make something new. This is going to be your new Dragon Age. Purple ugly bitches with big forehead Cornaris. This is your new Dragon Age that you wanted. And we don't have to speak directly to things like who is the divine, bro. That's a punch in the gullet. What about the Well of Sorrows? Because again, that's happening in the South, bro. Because it's happening in the South, bro. Bro, I'm gonna let you know right now, this North and South bullshit, I'm gonna let you know right now. You need to stop. Because if you're dealing with eldritch elven gods, you're gonna need all the help you can get. Are you telling me that because I'm only seeing a few factions, and I still can't believe they added the Antivan Crows. Out of all the information, the relics, the people that you have met in previous games, even though you're not playing as the Rook, that you only need to pick up 3 important bits from Inquisition that aren't even all that big. Like one of them may be big, but the other 2, they're not all that big. So it's like, because there are moments in Dragon Age Origins and 2, especially 2. How is 2 not relevant to Dragon Age the Veilguard? Dragon Age 2 was like a polar opposite to Dragon Age the Veilguard, because Dragon Age 2 touched on a very important topic in the South, which was Templars put a foothold on the mages. But in the North, the mages are king and queen, basically. So the fact that that's not touched on is crazy to me. I've also noticed that there's not going to be Corin Bush mentioned something about like they don't have any thing for basically a DLC for this game. I think the reason why they don't have anything for a DLC is because the only one that can really give an okay for a DLC is Electronic Arts, EA. So EA is probably holding their money saying, bitch, you better make money or you ain't getting no DLC. So I think that's why Corin Bush didn't say anything related to DLCs for Veilguard, because that's what they're doing. They're looking at the numbers and they're like, you got money for me? That's pretty much it, because this is a money game. This is all about money. It's all about money. There's never a sense of, oh, that decision doesn't exist. There's never a sense of... What does that mean? But maybe we don't touch on it in this particular title, he says. Much like Inquisition didn't touch on every decision from Origins. Much like Dragon Age 2 didn't touch on every decision decision from Dragon Age Origins. It's kind of that same vein of we're not going to contradict it. We just may not always reference it directly. You chose. Okay. He's correct in the fact that not everything was touched on Dragon Age 2 from Dragon Age Origins. And Dragon Age Inquisition didn't touch on everything from Dragon Age 2. He's correct. But there was a lot of information through the Keep app that carried over, that helped out. There was a lot of it. very important things. But now you fleshed that all out and gave us 3. That is borderline lazy. Lazy. This isn't this isn't a thing where it's just like, because you have to think about this. There are moments where you play Dragon Age 2 or Dragon Age Inquisition where you're like, oh shit, they remember that. Oh shit, they remember that. Oh, we're doing this because of that. These are these exciting moments with Dragon Age that everybody loved. It was the biggest thing. It's probably the very foundation of what Dragon Age is. I think it's also with Mass Effect as well, right? But the biggest thing was Dragon Age. I think we're starting to notice a big shift with people because a lot of people are kind of turned off by the way Dragon Age Veilguard looks. But there are a lot of people that are just like, I'm really excited about the game. But now everybody, because most people were saying, well, as long as the story is good for Dragon Age Veilguard. Okay, well, this is bad, but as long as Dragon Age, the Veilguard story is good. You see what I'm saying? But now, they don't even care about your previous story. That was the biggest meat and potatoes of what Dragon Age is all about. So now people are like, man, I didn't care about the fucking body mutilation, but now fuck this shit. Now people are just like, man, I didn't care about the fucking gender identity, all that crap. I don't care about those losers. But now that my choices in previous games didn't even matter and you only gave me 3, you know what? Fuck them non-binary bitches. It's weird because I'm looking on the Reddit, and a lot of people are really upset about this. Your only 3 choices are these: past adventures, the Inquisition, friendship and romance, call it. Your romance with the Inquisition, your romance, that was important? Come on. This scrap this. So now only 2 choices matter. The fate of the Inquisition disbanded. Okay, that one's a good one. The hidden gods vowed to stop Solus. What the hell does that even mean? Vowed to stop Solus or try to save Solus? Are you kidding me? That's your option? So when the Inquisitor shows up and he likes Solus, I have to fight my Inquisitor? That actually sounds kind of cool, actually, if I think about it. But I'll be honest, that last one, I'll take that back. That last one. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that is just straight up scrap. Here's what they're saying. It's not much. Where's the Well of Sorrows? Man, bro, we're in the same. And who is the divine? They just said on here, my bro. They just said on here. And we don't have to speak directly to things like who is the divine. They don't fucking care. They don't care. All that stuff is thrown out the window, especially since the OG team is gone. Like, fuck David Gator. And that I can understand, it's not like the Southern Chantry hierarchy has any meaning into Vinter, but that fucking Well of Sorrows, it doesn't matter about this one right here. He's talking about 2 different schools of right here, like the Chantry hierarchy and stuff like that. That sort of information would be actually integral. See, what you got to do is you can't just make a cake. You can't just put the cake on there and be like, hey, this is Dragon Age Veilguard. You got to put frosting, man. You got to put ingredients on it. Put some ingredients on that cake. Because if you just dumb it down to 3, you just massacred what Dragon Age is all about. I understand that you're not going to get everything, but only 3? Motherfucker, I thought people were going to at least get 30 choices. 30 at least? 20? Everybody's upset on here. This is exactly what I thought. I'd imagine the Well of Sorrow's decision to have some impact given Morrigan is back. It don't matter now. So now we're going to run into this sort of situation where if we do talk about if they do at all with Dragon Age Veilguard, if they talk about anything that's like related to like the past, it would have to be considered canon. So if they say something in Dragon Age Veilguard like, oh, this and this happened in Origins, and then it's gonna disjoint people because they're gonna be like, wait a minute, I didn't do that in Dragon Age Origins, or wait a minute, I didn't do that in Dragon Age 2, because they're gonna have to, somebody's gonna mention something from previous games, and then one or two players are gonna be like, wait, I didn't do this. Morgan having a kid with an old god soul doesn't matter either. Exactly. I'm sorry, chat, if I'm not looking while I'm in the, when I'm talking. I just I'm trying to keep the the video short. I'm trying. Please tell me there's another tab or a 5 hidden after this one. If they're really canning the keep in favor of doing it all in game, they need more than just 3 choices, a lot more. Dragon Age Inquisition alone had so many major ones, and this is just disappointing. It's really disappointing. It's really disappointing. Like, and here's my boy Slander Gaming. Here's what he's got to say. Shout out to Slander Gaming.
Don't want to see included in their games. Like, to me, that's not what's core to the experience. What's core to the experience, in my opinion, is the world and the characters. And more than any other video game series, Dragon Age allowed you to craft your own world. And everybody who played that game, who played Origins, who played Dragon Age 2, who played Inquisition, they were able to continue to make progress in a world that was completely their own. And then you would get cameos from characters in previous games, and those cameos could be radically different based upon the decisions that you had made in previous games, right? So to me, those two aspects are what's really core to the experience and what separates Dragon Age from just about any other experience you can have in gaming.
Yeah.
Now, can you make another Dragon Age game and try to wipe the slate clean and say, you know what, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to go in a completely different direction. Sure, you can. But to me, you have to say that up front.
Exactly.
It's like when they were selling Mass Effect Andromeda, right? They made it clear right from the jump, Shepard's story is over.
And that's what I'm saying, is like, you have to tell your audience up front. You can't just put an IGN article and just say you only got 3 choices. I think, as a matter of fact, when it came to 3 choices, people had to find it out, right? Like, it's literally in a month. And then people had to dig through and be like, hey, did you know that there's only 3 choices? What? Yeah, 3 choices from previous games that you got. I mean, Inquisition is like, no, bro, you're lying. Show me. We had to find it. Listen to what Wizabella said. She's pretty cool.
The game that you were currently playing, but it was still something that players really liked that could be acknowledged, right? However, it has just been released that Dragon Age Veilguard will not be using Keep, and instead it will be asking the players only 3 questions, okay? 3 questions about players' previous Dragon Age choices. I want you to stop and think about what those 3 choices might be. Like, if you had to sum up your entire Dragon Age world state at the end of Inquisition with 3 questions, what 3 questions would you ask? A lot of people might say things like, who is the divine? Did the Inquisitor drink from the well of sorrows?
It's like we're all saying the same thing.
Mages or Templars? Stuff like that. You know, major
Thank
things
you.
about the entire world
Who
of
was
Theos.
Who was uplifted? Mages or Templars? And these motherfucking developers just said, Dragon Age 2? Oh, that's in the South, man. That's in the South, dog. All right, we represent the North, brah. And what happens in the North stays in the North. In the South, man, we don't read newspapers, dog. What's up, bruh? We don't care about all that. What do you mean? What's a blight? What's a blight? We don't even know. I'm just like, what do you mean? The Circle of Magi? Never heard of it, bro.
Thing. But no, I'm going to tell you what the 3 questions are that are going to set up your entire world state for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Question number 1. Who did your Inquisitor romance? Okay, fair enough. That's actually a fine question. Because it then implies that our Inquisitor's romance choice will be directly referenced. If not us directly seeing them, it will certainly be mentioned, that's good.
Yeah, but it will be mentioned for like 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Well, that third choice, who did you romance with the Inquisitor? So you're going to talk to your Inquisitor, and it's going to come up for like, there ain't no way Cassandra's just going to come out of nowhere, bro. Ain't no way. Because if they do, if your romance comes out of nowhere, I'm going to be like, wow, they had enough energy to show your romance with you. Wow, they actually got up in the morning and actually did work. If my Qunari that looks way better than the Qunari now was holding hands with Cassandra in Inquisition and shows up, I will give them 2 claps. 2 claps. That was 3. Shut up. But it's like, it's only kind of... But what if they don't show up? What kind of conversation am I going to have? Like, oh yeah, my girl Cassandra, she's taking care of the kids while I'm away. That's it? I mean, what are you going to say? What kind of big conversation is that? What we need to know this one individually. And you're just like, okay, then what's going to happen when I mention Cassandra? Oh yeah, you're going to mention Cassandra for 30 seconds. Anything else? Anything else? Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. The other two are more meaningful, but mentioning the who you romance, who you fucked, it's gonna be a 15-second like talking. Like, what do you say when you meet new people? What do you say? It's like, hey bro, you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend? It's like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. How important is that? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I gotta let it go. I don't want to make this video too long. That's the kind of stuff we like, right? That's what we're after. It's acknowledgement of our past experience. Question number 2. Did the Inquisitor disband the Inquisition or not at the end of Trespasser? We know that the Veilguard is taking place directly after the events of Trespasser, right? So this question makes sense. It was presented as a major choice. Will the Inquisition be based on, subversion and be disbanded and be a small force? Or will it remain this giant force? Okay, fine. Good, fine question. I'm not mad about that question either. Would I call it a top 3 series definer? No. Maybe not, but that's okay. Now here's the one that is a slap in the face to me. The final question is whether you vowed to stop Solus or save him. You only have 3 questions that are defining your entire world state, and one of them is whether or not you made a passing dialogue option about whether or not you were going to beat up Solus or just kiss him on the forehead. That's defining the world state of Thedas, not who is the divine, not how you handled the Grey Wardens, not if you supported the mages or Templars. Nobody cares. If anything other than if you were mad at Solus. I'm like really actually truly shocked. It don't matter, hun. I like this girl. She's cool. Don't matter. I need to know where you put that penis. I need to know whether or not that penis was soulless. And I need to know if you disbanded the Inquisition or not. And I'm just like, bro, man. It's insane. That's my thought process. Let me go look at the chat right now because I'm done. I'll leave a link to when I make this video. I'll definitely leave a link to these 2 people. They're awesome. Let me see chat. Chat, what's up? Damn, you guys. Oh God, I'm a streamer now. Oh God. I guess I'm a streamer. Was not a fan of Inquisition, mainly because I wanted an extension of Origins, but instead of improving on that excellent system, they made it dumbed down. Absolutely, they did. Absolutely. You can't even control your fucking companions. They don't even have a health bar. I saw that Lucian's has a spirit, and it's him, but purple. Looks real dumb. It is stupid dumb. Like, there's a proper way of doing edgelord characters, and that wasn't it. I think the best edgelord character would be that one guy with the funny hat in Inquisition. I think that guy was cool. I think he's a rogue or something. I forgot his name. I didn't like what they did to Grey Wardens and Inquisition, so I'm pretty sure I will dislike what they did to the Inquisition in this game. Bro, I saw the 4-minute video. The Grey Wardens were getting their ass whooped by like that fucking like dragon and shit. I was like, bro, they're stronger than this. What are you talking about? I really don't get why so many people like Inquisition. It was a step down from Origins, in my opinion. That's fair. That's fair. Especially when you're fighting out in the open world and there's no music playing. Who decided that? Who said, let's fight enemies with no music? Whoever said that, all right, let's be honest. The OG developers, you know, not all of them are the sharpest tools in the shed. Let's just say that. Fuck David Gator. It was my first Dragon Age, that's why. Ah, okay. As far as any decisions carrying over, it was never all that pivotal. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 was an abomination. Wait, Andromeda was an abomination. Oh, he's putting that in parentheses. Tried it, but it really changed nothing about the game aside from some dialogue. Oh, no. There was a lot of decisions in Mass Effect that actually meant a great deal. You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna have to disagree on that. I'm gonna have to disagree on that heavily. That was the biggest thing because it was like a great feeling to be like, oh shit, I saved this person and now he shows up in the next game and he helps me out. That sort of, I'm not gonna get too far on that. I don't want to make this video too long. Nuke just repeated what I said. It took me 3 times until I started to like Inquisition, and in all honesty, the Solus DLC made everything better. Luckily, there was a different writer for that DLC of Trespasser that wasn't David Gator. Fuck him. Gosh, yeah. Have you played Dragon Age Origins? Oh, they're just being nice too, though. By that, I mean that they stay dead in the lore. Gotcha. I see what you mean. Dragon Age Origins is in my top 10 best games of all time list. Definitely for me too, KB. Definitely for me. We're North Side, dog. Wouldn't you also have to reference the Divine if Cassandra was the Divine? You would. Some people are saying, I guess I can understand if you scrap that. No, I believe you should. Because this is the experience of what BioWare did. This wasn't BioWare magic. This was just... Actually, I can consider this BioWare magic. Anything else that... I consider BioWare magic something where they actually pull off a really cool idea, like carrying over information from previous games. That's BioWare magic. Not this whole thing where they're just like, BioWare magic is where we hit a wrench at a fucking computer and then it turns on. Nah, son. That just means you fucking suck at your job. KOTOR is a great game as well. KOTOR is really good. I love it. Those 30 seconds are fine when you have 100 more of those, not when you have 3. I suspected the ending, but it was still a surprise. Every time BioWare talks about Dragon Age, it feels like they are trying to sell me Dragon Age 2 instead of Origins and Inquisition. Actually, it sounds like they're trying to make you, trying to sell you on a new Dragon Age, like a brand new one. Like somebody literally is wearing the skin of Dragon Age right now. And I'm just like, you're not Dragon Age. Anima says, the Kunari is so sad. I showed my wife, who doesn't game at all, the Veilguard version and Iron Bull. She chose Iron Bull. Oh, Anima? Amina? I think you have another problem on your hands. But it's okay. Iron Bolt doesn't exist in the real world. Your wife is like, damn, give me some of that Iron Bowl. And then you're just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, woman. You're married. All right? Calm down. Put that tongue back in your mouth. And I strongly dislike Dragon Age 2 in terms of gameplay. That's fair. It got really jarring. Val says, then why does Varric look so old if it's directly after? It's not, I don't think it's directly after. I think it's like, what, how many years? It's been a while. It's been a while. I think it's weird that Harding did not age at all, and she was with Varric the whole time. But Varric got old. I don't know. Thomas says, it's crazy because that's what people on Reddit claim. They'll say the first thing a stranger would, as Morgan is if she had kids. First of all, I should never go into Reddit ever again. Secondly, I think there's actually legitimate people that are actually worried on Reddit about Dragon Age. And Anima says, what's wild is Solus probably isn't even the protagonist for the story in Veilguard anymore. Yeah, he's kind of sidelined. I think he's sidelined until the very end. But maybe he'll be important. I think he will, but we'll see. We'll see. Solus was straight. He actually had a preference, which I doubt any of the companions in the game will have. Very true. I really like Solus, even though I want to punch Solus. But anyway, that's everything, guys. I really do appreciate it. Oh, one more. The head of the chantry, the person deciding the course of action for a whole religion, doesn't matter. Nope, it does not matter. The new pope? We don't... What pope? The one that's in the south? We're in the north, bro. We're in the north. We don't even know the name of the pope in the south, bro. It's so weird that they just think that the world is just closed off depending on like borders of water or just has anybody ever seen the anime not Dead Man Wonderland, but it's that one anime where half of the world is humans and half of the world is demons, and it's a giant wall between the two. They think that Dragon Age is like that. Yeah, like demons are eating children and shit. I forgot what that anime is called, but it's really good. It's like that, but it's not like that in Dragon Age. There's commerce everywhere. There will be information spreading far and wide. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thanks so much for joining me on this hard rant. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, let's play some video games. Oh,